Hi guys, Andrew Ranganavan Roberts here. I'm a member of the Meridianaustralis Quorum and I help Harvey and Arden and all the rest of the members of the Quorum make sure we keep the org running and producing works like AUSTRAL 2024 and the upcoming AUSTRAL 2025. We wanted to take you into a little sneak peek behind the making of AUSTRAL 2025, see some interviews with our lead editors and judges, and talk a little bit about how the process is going for a release later this year.
The breadth of genres that we were given, the breadth of tone and style, it was fantastic. And obviously we could only pick 8 pieces, but we read close to 20 and they're all completely different. So it was very insightful to see all of the work that doesn't make it in as well, because it was all really good.
I can't say too much about how the other 2 judges selected theirs, but I tended to select pieces that resonated with me emotionally, which did make it interesting when we got the final collection, and that there is an overarching theme of death in the entire anthology. All of them, every single story focuses on it in some way, whether it's kind of depressing or like it's just sort of a part of the world that's been created. So each story is given 2 editors, a main editor and then a sub-editor. So that main editor will do 1 to 2 rounds, and then there'll be some back and forth communication with the authors, depending on if there's a bigger suggestion that they want to work through, or they just have some questions about some of the suggestions. When that main editor's done those rounds of edits, it goes to the sub-editor just to do any final touches, make sure that the authors didn't miss anything, that the main editor didn't miss anything.
2 of the pieces that I was the main editor for were so completely different to one another. One of them was quite long, like at the upper limits of our limit, and very lyrical and poetic and weird and abstract, and the other one clocked in at about 1,500 words and was really straightforward. And both of them were fantastic, but a completely different editing experience. Challenges in 2 totally different directions, and both of them were really interesting and really rewarding.
And then when that's all done, it gets uploaded as PDF and then sent straight to the printers. And after that, it's out of my hands until we get the proof. And that can be some back and forth between trying to figure out if there's any mistakes made in the printing. Are they mistakes that I need to fix, or are they mistakes that the printers need to fix? And eventually we do get a finished copy that can be mass produced into AUSTRAL.
I hope that these stories that we have resonate in a way that they feel like they could have been written by someone that the reader already knows, whether it's their neighbor or a friend or a family member, that it feels really local and relevant to them. And not in the sense that it's literally written about a place that you've been, but just that it feels like this is someone who understands you, or that you could maybe understand this person, or even if you don't understand them yet or understand their story, that you feel like maybe you could in future. Because I really do think that the stories that we have collected for this edition of AUSTRAL, they feel quite personal, in a sense of them being personal to the authors, but also personal in a sense of, I really got a sense of community in the stories that we put together. I think they're all quite reflective of things that are either happening to us now or might happen in future, which is obviously the role of speculative fiction. Overall, I think they will be hopefully enjoyable and maybe a little bit reflective, and encourage anyone who reads it and enjoy it to think, oh, maybe I should write something like that, and then send us stuff, because that would be cool.
Yeah, I want them to engage emotionally the same way that I did when I was judging them and editing them. And I want them to do that with the understanding that this is Australian speculative fiction, that it's something that we don't often see, and it's something that can shed a lot of light on Australian literature, on speculative fiction as a genre in ways that I think many people haven't seen before.
Well, there you go, guys. A sneak peek into making AUSTRAL 2025, which is going to come out later this year. Pre-orders are available on our website, and would love it if you'd support Australian speculative fiction.